like past tense.
I gotta write that.
The after show.
I gotta write all that down.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
What's actually happened? What's really happening? Yeah. And then Nirvana was taken. Just because I don't know, that it was a good feeling, but it's also a band.
Yeah.
And it's like a Zen thing.
Mm-hmm.
So I couldn't do that. And so yeah. What's really happening? Just because I don't know how to name things, which is another reason I don't want kids. I don't have to name something. I mean, when I name pets, it's just I had a guinea pig named Brown. Guess why? It was brown.
Okay.
It was brown.
Wow.
I would not have guessed that.
Yeah.
So I'm glad you didn't let us guess.
Yeah, I had a guinea pig named Cloud. Half his body was white. Yeah.
What was the other half?
It was brown, but
Okay.
it was sort of like a patch. So,
Okay. I was hoping maybe blue, like sky blue was the other.
Yeah. That's why we just went with Cloud.
Right.
It's sky blue. Wow. See, that's good. I probably would have just said blue, white. Yeah. I had Muffin because all of a sudden one day, guinea pig was in the muffin thing. And then,
what, I don't know the muffin thing. What is that?
The muffin, it's like a tin thing you put when you bake muffins. I think or as cupcakes. It looked like a muffin thing to me.
Muffins in the cake.
Yeah, okay.
What
do they call those again? The cupcake sheets or something? I forgot.
Cupcake. I think they're just tins. It's a cupcake tin.
There's got to be a name for them. Somebody knows out there in Google land.
Dial in if you know.
Yeah. Tell us.
Catch us on the.
What's the phone number, Luke?
The phone number is I thought it was just Google the station. Let's see
What's the name of the station, Luke?
edgestudiosonline.com, and we're on the YouTube. It's called yeah. So
is this the intro?
Call us on edgestudiosonline.com if you have any answers to questions.
You can call people.
Yeah, call people at edgestudios.com.
People do that. I've been called on the Facebook. I never answer it though.
Yeah. You can't trust Facebook. They're probably listening in to every conversation you have.
Yeah, because that's just kind of creepy when people call you on the Facebook.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Facebook is watching you, by the way. They're watching us right now.
Oh, yeah? Just
not any actual people, probably, but, the machines.
Right there, right?
The machines are watching us, guys.
Right. Oh, why does it keep doing that? Yeah, you guys do that podcast too, right?
No, but you know what? I'm actually going to start one because, if you can do it, well, fuck.
Yeah.
Wow.
I've never thought about I've thought about doing a podcast, but I've never seriously thought about it before. But, I should do it. I'm going to do it.
Yeah, it's amazing. I just started doing this because you could do the video thing. And look, you guys on the video right there.
Yeah.
It's amazing how
amazing.
I've done unfortunately, I think I've seen you. We got Anthony Mitchell in the studio.
Hey.
Corey Finnegan.
There we go. Intros.
2 comedians. Whew, that's easy.
There
2
we go.
comedians. I don't need to go into what
I've
you're
got a long
selling
bio
or
I was
whatnot.
hoping you would get into, actually. No,
Really?
No.
Oh, okay. I was going to see.
We'll see.
All
We'll
right.
see where things go.
Do you want to introduce yourself?
You know what? We'll save that for later.
I didn't say I didn't see anything. I see a lot of you're into the Putin. You like the Putin. I noticed about a lot of
Puking?
Putin and it might go together. Putin with the Ukraine and Russia thing. You seem very big into what's going on out there. Yeah.
Yeah. Did you just say puking?
And Putin. The same thing, right? It makes you
Okay.
this kind of stuff makes you do the same stuff. Puke, right?
Yeah. Putin makes me puke. Yes.
You don't like that Putin guy, but you like the Zelensky.
I do. I love Zelensky, actually. I mean, he gives us all hope. He was a comedian who became president of Ukraine after playing the president of Ukraine in a TV show. I mean, that's the times we're living in, you guys.
And that gives you hope.
Well, yeah. because I want to rule the world someday. So
You can do that out here, probably.
Yeah, I probably could. I could start my own tech company here.
Don't work in a supermarket, I tell you that. I just I got my
Answer it.
my
Pick it up.
store manager's calling right now. You do not want to work. You do not want to work in a supermarket. Do a good job. You got a degree in all that, right?
It could be worse, right, than working in a supermarket. Is it union?
Yeah, but I mean,
I know a guy who actually he worked at a supermarket. He was, I think he became like a middle manager at some point, but he retired at the age of like 43, which is how old I am. Or maybe he was like a couple years older than me, but he's basically around my age. He retired and like from working at a supermarket because it was a union job, so he was able to save up enough money to buy a house.
What?
Yeah.
You can
not
do
here.
this?
I mean, not in the Bay Area.
Oh, okay.
You can't buy a home here, even if you're a fucking millionaire.
Oh yeah, I wanted to move out of here, but then things happened, like getting ran over and things like that, So I was like, geez. I was actually going to other states.
Where are you going? Austin, Texas?
I went to Idaho. I was in got in a Trump rally out there, and then next thing you know, I lost a lot of strippers on my friend list on Facebook. I guess strippers are real big into against Trump, I guess.
Yeah, they
don't like him, I guess.
Well, he's bribed them all, so they have stories. They talk to each other. So
I mean, you're talking about money. They love money, right?
Well, they do, but Stormy Daniels was actually like stalked and threatened.
With money.
That's not cool.
With money, though.
Yeah,
right?
the money came after that. She was like told.
But she also got a lot of new customers because of the everything that came out. So
yeah, Anthony knows about this.
That's true. But at the time when she was being like told like, better not talk about this or something bad could happen.
Do a very good impression.
Yeah, what's that?
You do a very good impression.
Yeah, I like that.
That wasn't even an impression, but I'm glad you liked it.
That was pretty good. Oh, that's your when you go for
That's
president speech, though. I see that. Like,
can you do any impressions?
You know what? I can do like a Jewish grandmother.
Okay.
Like, ay. That's about all. That's all.
Oh.
Because you can't do any more because
playing
if you talk about Jews, you could get in trouble, right?
I could get canceled.
That's what they say. Jews seem like good people, though.
I like them. I want it on record. I like them.
So you like them. So you're not Jew. Are you a Jew, Corey?
No, I'm not. Okay. My name is Corey Patrick Finnegan, so I'm
Irish.
actually Italian.
Wait, what? Oh.
No, I'm kidding.
I thought that was Irish.
You're right.
Yeah.
But I'm only Irish-ish, But anyway, no, I love Jewish people. Here's what pisses me off because people believe in this. It's a conspiracy that Jewish people are controlling Hollywood and all that. It's not a conspiracy. It's basically it's cultural, right? So it's like the Irish. We used to dominate the tavern industry. Okay, it wasn't a big conspiracy. All right, we just like to drink. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
And and even more than that, actually, the Irish used to dominate the Democratic Party politics in the North, in the cities of the North. It wasn't. I mean, that actually kind of was a conspiracy. Jeez. Well, that actually probably was a conspiracy, but I don't know what happened.
Make yourself comfortable.
But it's just cultural. Like different groups of people have different cultures that make them more attuned to certain walks of life, certain industries and whatnot, and it's just normal,
So you're saying one group does control the media?
No,
culturally.
No, I mean, there certainly is a lot of, I would say, overrepresentation of Jewish people, but that's not weird, and it's just that's kind of normal.
Or is it just the media in general? I mean, they said that Dave Chappelle got backlash for talking about the Jews. I didn't see that. I didn't.
Yeah. I thought that, personally, I think obviously what Kanye's a nut job.
Yeah.
And
He's
nobody
just a nut
should be
job.
listening to anything he says for like the last 10 years. He's just been a complete.
Since College Dropout.
Well, I don't know.
That was
I-
good.
I-
He's
That
made
was
a lot of good
project.
music since then.
Yeah.
Well, I haven't listened to any of it, so maybe I can't really.
Life of Pablo is really good.
I can't say that that's bullshit, but I've thought the guy was a jackass for quite a long time now.
Since
And
the
so-
since the Bush thing.
No,
Bush
but,
don't like black people, right? That one?
right. No, I just I never thought he was that interesting or really had much to say, and I think he's an egomaniac. So I don't like him.
Oh, Anthony, what do you like about Kanye? It sounds like you like him.
He puts out great music. I like it a lot. I think every celebrity has serious mental illness, and so it comes to like when you are the biggest celebrity for 20 years, you're gonna, your mind goes to a different place than any other normal person. So
Yeah, okay.
obviously, Kanye's been insanely famous for the past 2 decades, and the last few months, obviously inexcusable anything he said, but like when he went on stage and like took Taylor Swift's microphone at the
That was
VMAs,
it,
that was
right
pretty
there.
funny because who's it gonna hurt? Taylor Swift and her billions of dollars, like who cares? Like
Yeah. Well, she's.
it wasn't nice, but yeah, she's doing okay now.
Yeah,
Is she? I mean,
Oh,
I haven't heard from Taylor yet. But how is Taylor doing these days?
She's rich.
Okay.
She's made a lot of money,
Corey, you
and
been.
only had to put out one apology for Ticketmaster.
Oh wow! So Ticketmaster. had
Yeah,
to
Corey, you've been out
apologize.
the loop there. Yeah.
Wait, are you serious?
No, I'm wondering. Is that?
Oh
is
no,
that
this
the
was like
case?
last week. Like her her concert like sold out instantly, and
Yeah.
Ticketmaster
Educate
jacked up
him,
the
yeah.
prices of all of her ticket sales to like $95,000 a ticket because the demand was so high.
Uh-huh.
And then Taylor Swift had to put out a statement being like, "I'm so sorry," blah blah blah.
Oh, she was apologizing.
Well, yeah, because it's her fans.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
no,
that-
she's doing okay. She's doing well.
yeah.
I want to know what she feels about some groups.
Some groups.
Ticketmaster.
We talking about with this story, or what kind of some
I don't know.
groups?
They're the ones running the world.
What kind of some groups are we talking about?
Well, it's like, I don't know. You see all these people that are like insanely famous, like I was talking about, but they just don't use Twitter. They don't make public statements.
Okay, that's not her. Okay.
What's her life like behind doors?
I
Because
think she
she's-
likes the money. Well, her life behind doors is she's a college graduate now.
now.
Yeah, she graduated college during this whole period of time.
Oh, good.
During her
For her.
music and her.
Now she can finally make something of herself.
Yeah,
Yeah.
What was her
She's-
degree in?
some kind of PhD.
Oh, okay.
Some kind of PhD.
I think that's a professor in something.
Yeah, I think so.
And so she's gonna be like,
Hey, good for her.
that's where you wear a white coat and glasses.
Yeah.
And so, in case music or
I'm
movies,
getting my PhD in business, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
in case music or
Spelled with a
movies
Z.
don't go well, she could do her PhD in music. Wait, is that a PhD? And is that
It is now.
You can get a PhD in
'Cause-
pretty much anything.
because PhD? That's where you wear a white coat, right?
It's just
It-
doctor.
sure.
It's like doctor of philosophy. So you can get a PhD in pretty much anything, in like music,
Huh?
broadcasting, drama, theater.
Yeah. I mean,
I wonder if you could get a PhD in podcasting.
can you? Wait, let's
You
look,
should.
Let's look that
You
up.
Is that
PhD.
really?
PhD.
I
in
got a PhD in
What do you get
podcasting.
out of that though? Like Joe
would get
Rogan
nothing.
Joe
You would
Rogan just swooped up out of nowhere and got a podcast and
Well, it wasn't
Not
out of
really.
nowhere.
He's
I
been
mean,
doing it for like 10 years.
Yeah.
podcasting for
No,
10
well, he had been a celebrity already, so he didn't really come out of nowhere, you know.
So, you two ready for that stardom?
No, I don't want to be famous. I want to be like locally famous,
Like state.
or kind of like Mark Normand, who's like he's not a household name, but like
I actually don't know Mark Moore.
Yeah, so he's not a household name.
exactly. So he's
Right.
one of the funniest comedians you'll ever see. He sells out
Right.
on all of his tours, but he's not a household name. That's kind of like where I want to achieve, where like my fans know me and come to all my shows, but like never in the news. No one's coming to my door. No one's like looking up my,
Your criminal past.
my web history. Yeah, exactly.
Oh.
That too.
It could be good for marketing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
But
mean,
no, I don't like the idea of fame. It sounds terrible because then you might turn
Like-
into crazy.
Like Corey's ready for it.
You
I
wanna
would
be
I would
famous.
love to be famous, mainly because I've been broke my whole life.
And so you just get money for nothing because you see these
Yeah, right. Yeah,
people. I mean, I don't understand why any celebrity's broke because they could just sign autographs on the corner.
right.
And that's
People
the kind
give them free stuff, and they don't. They're like the last people who need it, but they just get free shit wherever they go. It's great.
I had a lady ask for my autograph. She thought I was someone else though, and it was just free, so I wasn't like a big deal of somebody else still.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she didn't think Tom Hanks was that big of a deal to be undercover in a supermarket working. Like,
Who did she think you were?
Tom Hanks.
Tom Hanks.
Yeah, Tom
Wow.
Hanks.
Well,
You should have said you were studying for a role as a grocery. Clerk.
Yeah, and I accept tips in my apron.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, so how long you been doing what you're doing?
Way too long to be completely obscure. I've been doing comedy for 18 years, actually, and have nothing to show for it.
See, but the fact that you went straight to the comedy when I said that means that's something that you pride yourself on, and that's the one thing you live for in life.
It's one of the few things, yeah. It's definitely, it's. I've known for a long time it's what I wanted to do with my life, and yet still somehow have managed to not do it as well as
Because
I
you have
like.
nothing else to live for. This is
No,
it,
I have
right?
other
This is
things
it.
to live for.
Oh,
you know,
okay.
I said one of the things, but yeah, I mean, it's definitely one of the main things for sure.
How do you feel about that, Anthony?
this is my first year in comedy, and
All
I
right.
like it a lot. I want to keep doing it. You know,
Huh.
stay consistent. Just do mics after mics. My main thing is I feel inconsistent in like sitting down and writing. So
Yeah.
I like, doing different things. That's why I want to like do this podcast, so I can like try new things, meet new people,
Yeah.
things of that. Because
Okay.
I'm very new at this, and
Yeah, very, very new. That's why I
God
see.
bless you. Young
That's why you see. I see you've been doing that at that mutiny a lot. You've been-
yeah, I love.
Yeah, so
Mutiny
that's how you
Radio.
know someone's new. You're like, all right, now I got to get out of here. Yeah.
No, I want to stay at Mutiny. They're
Okay.
great.
Well.
They're good people.
Well. Okay.
How do you feel?
Well, who's?
Tell us a story.
I don't want to say.
Okay.
Well, I will tell us.
I'll tell
Well,
you one
I
quick
mean,
little thing.
yeah.
I'm not going to talk any shit.
There you go.
I'm a cheap
Let's
motherfucker.
talk shit. Why not?
I'm a cheap
What do you
ass
have? You
son
have
of a
nothing to
bitch.
lose.
That's true.
Let's
Yeah. Let's talk some shit.
No, I think I like the way
No,
he's
I
like
don't.
right in the middle there. I like it. There you go.
No, I've learned one thing. I've learned, having been in comedy, it does no good to, slag anybody. I'm a cheap motherfucker, and I'm not gonna pay $5 to do comedy. Okay, you should be paying me.
Oh yeah. See, yeah, exactly. But okay. Yeah, when I did look into that, there's the edibles though. You get if you do edible. Yeah.
Oh, you do it? You get edibles?
Wait, you never?
Okay, I didn't
you
know
paid the
that.
$5 and never got the edibles?
I didn't pay the $5. That's my point.
Ah, well, that's the thing.
I
is-
might have paid like $3.
See, my thing is I was already there and high already, so you couldn't pay me to come back in there because I'm already, high at the moment, and so I'm just going for the edibles now, which I was so high that I didn't realize I was just eating the regular food and getting high. The edibles were being hidden from me. Never once did I try any edibles there. What trickery.
Yeah.
Because I was already taking advantage of my already being high so much
Yeah.
that I was like, oh, yeah, these edibles are good. And I'm just trying the regular food. And then I end up coming down. Anthony, you tried them edibles.
No, I actually haven't.
Wow.
You
So-
can give them to me next time. I'll take it.
Sure. If you
So
ever
what
show-
happened? How
I'm
come
never showing up, so
you
just save them and give them to me.
you love it there and she never gave you any edibles?
I don't know. I'm trying to just do comedy sober. Just trying to be as entertaining as possible sober. So when I do,
Oh,
That's
you
good
chose
advice.
you chose
I
that.
chose
route.
to. Yeah.
Okay, you chose that. I was gonna say don't let them take advantage of you there. Yeah. Yeah, Hence is in the background. He's gonna tell you, watch out for the swinging door. Watch out for the swinging door. We don't mean the one that you're at the saddle Western place and they smack you on the butt. We're talking about swinging door. Swinging door. No, it's swinging door is a good place. I'm just talking about comedy. What do you think? When Pinocchio was there, he rocked it. But what do you think? Jeez.
What?
Did they brought you up there and ridiculed you, huh?
Who?
You must have been there when Iman wasn't there.
No, I was good.
Oh.
Confused.
Oh, he treated you pretty good there.
Iman, yeah, for sure.
Oh, jeez. See, at least he's nice to new guys.
Well, I mean, he roasted me, but I don't really take
that.
that.
How'd you take that?
Fine, I have thick skin. Like.
Oh, geez. So you didn't go retort. You just see that.
Well, that's like my comedy because I just make fun of myself. So then if someone else makes fun of me, it really doesn't mean anything.
That is a good technique.
I'm self-deprecating to begin with, so if someone wants to roast me afterwards, I'm like, okay,
That is a good technique.
I agree with you. You say bad things, I'm like, oh yeah, no, you're correct.
That is a good technique. That actually, he likes the guys that are just like, yeah, I know, and then just sit back down. Yeah, all right, yeah. Okay, it's been 25 minutes. You roasted me. Are you gonna announce? This is open mic here. You're gonna announce the next person? Come on. As for me, I was actually planning on leaving anyway, so it wasn't like I was like, screw you, I'm out of here. The only reason I said that was because I was leaving anyway, and it just felt cool saying, screw you. I was just leaving anyway. Mm-hmm. That's always my excuse to go home early or go to the next spot and not stay too long. I always hate it when because I work and I get off work. It's usually late a lot of times. I'll end up being the closer at places.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the worst. Being the last guy at the.
I'm not good at comedy, so it's like, all right, and our closer this is just because I'm late, This is
right.
This is really just an open mic. You don't have to announce it like that. Yeah. I mean, everyone's already leaving anyway.
Everybody has stopped paying attention by that point anyway, so it's not even a worry.
Everyone's already leaving already, and the bartender's already pissed off.
Right, the bartender's ready to go. Yeah.
Forget the drink token, or even my drink period. I guess. I've advanced past swinging door right now. I'm just talking in general here.
I once went on dead last at this festival thing where it was like the end of the festival, and they had all these comedians performing, and at the end of it, it was a Saturday night, so they went late, and I got up on stage at 2 a.m, and first of all, there was nobody. There were a few diehards who were still there, but I would have been
comics that were still there.
No, there were a couple actual audience members.
Okay,
lunatics apparently, but only a few. And the energy is just dead. Even if you're funny, it doesn't matter.
Oh, someone's calling
in. That isn't a call-in, right?
What?
Do we get call-ins? Is someone calling in?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I think they're calling in.
But anyway, the funniest part of that story is as I was walking to the stage, my pants fell down.
That is good.
But nobody saw it because there was hardly anybody there. So, in a way, maybe it worked in my favor.
But were the people that were there, did they see it?
No, because it was dark, and it was like a theater, so...
Yeah.
Really?
Maybe they did. Maybe a couple of them did and just didn't...
Yeah, you're very white. I would think they would... Oh, wait. Pants...
My pants didn't fall all the way down.
Oh.
But I should have been wearing a belt, and I got up to walk, and they started to shimmy down my leg.
Yeah, and then they do that shimmy, and then they do that whole... If they can make it all the way down, just a full, just one drop.
Right. So I caught it before they went all the way down.
Oh, okay. I don't know if that's indecent exposure. If you're wearing underwear, I don't know if that's indecent exposure.
I was wearing underwear.
So that's still comedy. See, that's still comedy.
It would have been.
If it's all the way down, it's indecent exposure, and you're caught up or something.
Yeah.
Or I don't know. People don't get canceled unless you make yourself canceled.
I have stripped down on stage a couple of times at a couple of open mics before.
See, Bobby Lee does that too.
Oh, does he?
So you strip down on stage, and so why did Louis C.K. get a bad rap?
Well, nobody asked him to. I think.
Yeah. So tons of people asked you. They're like,
Not tons.
all right,
of people.
cool.
Did you get consent?
So one of the there's been two
written
occasions
form
when I've
on
taken
the way
my
in.
clothes off at a comedy show. One of them, nobody asked me to. It was when I was still early. You know, I think I had been doing comedy maybe a year at that point, and it was a shitty show in Oakland, and I was just trying to get the audience engaged because by the time I got up on stage, it was a pretty much all black audience. They were not paying attention at all to anything I said.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, how can I get these guys engaged? So I took my clothes off, but I left my underwear on. And the highlight was some guy doing, you know, why are you getting naked? And I said, I'm not naked, because technically I wasn't. And,
you had underwear on.
And then the host of the show, a guy named Nelson Martini, who is quite a character.
It's been a while ago.
He, a long time ago. He was like, you know, Corey, black people are cool, but we're not that cool.
That's cool. He saw that you were trying to blend in with the community.
I don't know if blending in was the right term for that, but I was trying to get some attention.
It's great when, you know, it's got to feel great when white people really try to fit in. Like when you see that, you're like, these white people trying to fit in. That's, you know, when you see that, you know, I've even seen that. And I'm like, you know,
At the end of the day,
white
we're just
people trying to fit in.
Yeah, we are trying. We try. We mostly fail, but
and that's
try.
part of comedy.
That's part of it.
You know, Jerry Lewis did whole decades of comedy failing, falling down, and all that stuff.
Oh yeah. There was one other time when I did get fully naked at a comedy
There we
show.
go. Okay.
And I was asked to. Okay, this was in Vegas. It was at a shitty open mic at a dive bar. It was like a punk bar. This dive bar, and they used to have an open mic there. And it was like maybe a Wednesday night or something. And so I was there, and as I got on stage and started doing my routine, there was a drunk girl, and she was like, "It's my birthday!" And I was like, "Okay, that's good." And anyway, she goes, "Take your clothes off!" Right? So I was like, well, you know, how much are you going to pay me? Because I'm not cheap.
Yeah, I hear you, man. Well,
and
at
she
least
said,
it's not
I'll
mindset.
buy you a drink. And, you know, I was like, okay, that's sold.
Depending on the drink. You've been doing.
So what was the drink?
Yeah. What was it?
I don't remember.
Wow.
Probably a beer, because that's what I drink. But it's like it was a good beer, I'm sure.
Well, beer's a good drink because it's a meal. You know,
Right.
I don't understand how people
afterwards.
can get too drunk. Actually, this has got a little bit of percentage here. But when people just pound beers, I don't know how they could keep doing it because it's a meal here.
Yeah.
It fills you up.
Yes, it does.
I've been doing comedy for a while. And speaking of closers, whatever happened to John Hugasian?
Yeah, he's one
someone-
of my all-time favorites. If anybody doesn't know who John
still alive.
Hugasian is,
Great.
one of the all-time legendary San Francisco comics, in my opinion, just brilliant. You just got to see his act. I'm sure he's on YouTube and stuff. And he used to be a regular, like at the Punchline, you'd see him all the time. But he has a condition.
Well, yeah, no, not a new condition.
No, it's not. It's not a new condition.
Okay.
But it's like debilitating.
Yeah, he's got the cane. Yeah.
Yeah. And God damn it, I forgot what it is. It's not Lou Gehrig's disease. It's do you know what condition?
Something like ALS or something like that.
But that's Lou Gehrig's disease. I don't think it's that. Is it? Is it? Lou
Okay, he
Gehrig's
sounds like he
disease?
knows for sure.
Okay, so it is ALS. Oh yeah.
No,
He's one of
Higgins is
the-
a good dude. Yeah,
Yeah, no, I love that guy.
yeah, he's a good dude. Yeah, I wouldn't defend someone who wasn't. I would like to see people just go at it if someone's not a good dude. No, I kind of missed that guy. That's why I brought him up. And speaking of closers, like it
I
seemed
miss him
like
too.
every time he would always show up. And then once I got put on the spot, I was like, dang, where's John Gagin? Because he could actually make people laugh. I'm like, I'm the guy that the host is yelling stuff out. I'm like, oh, wait, I could use that. I need people to yell stuff out, and then I create stuff that are funny, and I'm like waiting for it. I'm like, oh, I guess that was funny. Right. Okay, they laughed. Okay, that was weird, but okay,
Yeah.
great. Boy, I've got Anchor. Maybe I'm allergic to Anchor.
Maybe.
Yeah. So I was thinking of you, Corey.
I was not thinking of you, Luke.
Really?
No.
Well,
Anyway, go on.
I was.
Keep going. Sorry.
Well, we were going somewhere with that.
Yes, I totally derailed it wherever we were going.
You weren't thinking about me that time.
So I didn't quite
all right.
finish
Well,
the
since
story
we're-
of
since
getting
you- all
naked
right,
on
since-
stage. If you want to hear,
I thought that's when you were thinking of me.
well, that's true. Yes.
Where are we going with this, Luke?
Okay.
Anyway,
Because you were thinking about me and naked. All right, go for it.
well, there wasn't much more to the story, but so she convinced me to get naked. You know, she was going to buy me a drink.
All right.
And I figured, what the fuck, it's a Wednesday night in Las Vegas. I might as well get naked on the stage. And it was one of those dive bars where nobody was going to fucking call the cops. You know, it's like a punk rock kind of place. And, but the funny part is, I didn't just immediately drop trowel, you know, because I'm a performer, you know, I want to like build
No,
up
you
the
put on a little burlesque
suspense a little,
show.
you know what I mean? So eventually I finally do take my clothes down. And by that point, did I mention she was drunk? She had completely stopped paying attention. So,
That
the
is-
lesson is,
Yeah.
don't ever take your clothes off in front of a dumb, drunk girl on her birthday, unless, she's watching you.
You know what's weird? Yeah, it's never been yeah. Actually, I don't know. I think last time it wasn't a dumb. Well, no, when you're dumb. Okay, when they're drunk, they're dumb anyway, right?
Well, how drunk were you that you actually did it?
You don't have to get me that drunk to be.
Yeah, just
you know.
just the attention and the fame.
Yes, exactly.
Anthony, you just had to buy him a drink.
Yeah, true.
Right. Yeah. Buy me.
Did you even get the drink?
Well, I'm pretty sure I got the drink.
Pretty
If
sure.
I hadn't, I would have remembered that.
So I just gave him a drink. Would you like to see that, Anthony?
Yeah, please.
Wow.
You have the drink already.
Well, it doesn't work if you're a guy. Okay, I'm sorry.
Oh.
I know that's
I
not.
thought this was San
I
Francisco.
know that's not woke
I
of
thought
me.
we're all
I'm sorry.
accepting, but okay.
Yeah. So wow. Okay. So it turned into an accepting thing. So I think you have to take off your. No, and I mean not that it just turned into that. Would you do it for him here because he feels like you're
no,
not
I
being
wouldn't.
very accepting to his community?
Like I say, I mean, well, it depends on how much money we're talking.
A beer.
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
thought it
Ooh, okay. What are
feel
we
like I'm
talking about here, Anthony? What do you want to offer him?
How much do you have? Do you accept Bitcoin?
How much do I have? Oh, fuck no.
What's your FTX
Crypto,
account?
man. Yeah, right.
He wants you to
We should
pay
talk
him
about
to.
crypto, man.
Yeah,
all I have to say about crypto is,
It's good
what
stuff.
the fuck are y'all
It's a
doing?
good investment.
What are you smoking?
Now's the
you
time to
guys?
buy the dip.
Right. Yeah,
I did dip.
It's dipping real good right now.
My-
Buy it.
My grandpa bought dip. He was a baseball player.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he played for the Giants. He was really big into the dip.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I don't understand that. You like
Your-
put it in
your
your mouth
grandfather
and you
played-
like swirl it around or something. They call it a dip.
So he played for the Giants?
Yeah.
Was that when they were in New York or were they in San Francisco?
here and the Cubs too.
Really?
Yeah. Ooh, that's all I can say, really. I mean, well, I've met the guy once a year. Yeah. Yeah, that's about it. I mean, I don't know. I tried to downgrade my family.
What position was he?
Oh, I believe I heard third. I have like a book at the house of his stuff. Wow, you know what? Who's having the beer? You had the beer? Oh, I'm having the beer. It's getting emotional.
Yeah?
It's getting emotional.
Let's
You
get
know.
into it. Did you write down any questions for us?
Yeah, you like that, huh?
I love it.
You like the questions written down. Oh my gosh.
You gotta come prepared.
Oh
You
yeah,
gotta
you know,
be ready.
because
You're the next Joe Rogan.
okay, you remind me of someone, but yeah, that's what is that. So Corey, how do you feel about? Okay, it could be a question for both. How do you feel about is the questions written down? You see, you said you put them in 10 years already in this business.
18.
18. Woo. How do you feel about questions written down?
I mean, I think I'll probably need to do that when I do a podcast. I'll probably need to like write down something.
And Anthony, see, so okay, got to vote there. And you feel like it's kind of a thing.
I say write down the questions, but then have it in your head. So you're not looking at the paper.
I do have stuff. You know what sucks though? I do.
Like
I have like a notebook, and when I look at it, and I don't have anything I could understand there. That's why I don't like opening it too much, because then people think he must know what he's talking about. Mm-hmm. He just opened up the notepad, and he's got this big old notepad. Yeah. And no, not really. But I did, yeah. We got some stuff to talk about you. But so since we're two drinking the beer here, and this could involve you too, family.
Yeah.
Because I'm starting. I think these are almost 7-pointers here, so I'm feeling a little emotional. I got this job. And they gave me the Thanksgiving off, and I just feel like good. I got that day off just because it's great to have it off. But everyone's talking about, even people I work with. I had one guy I work with. He said, "Well, don't you have a dad? You gotta. We all have dads. I said, man, there's a thing called deadbeat.
Right.
There's a thing called deadbeat.
That's true.
Haven't you grown? You're older than me. You haven't grown up with Maury Povich? Come on, man.
So what was the context of this?
Well, I just started with Tom Hanks, because I really do believe that Tom Hanks could be my dad. Because so the thing is, the customer was like, "You look like Tom Hanks," and and I was like, you know what? If I meet him, I can prove this, because I think throughout time, so first the guy that's said now to be my dad is he said to say that he's dead. So first I was like, my dad's dead. Okay, how? Like, because I want to know. Kids want to know the story. Like,
your dad doesn't want to be associated.
Yeah, that's what he said at first. He said to say he's dead. So I never actually. Yeah, he left when I was 1, and he said in court to say he's dead.
He told you.
He told my mom to say he's dead.
Okay.
And so at first she said he's dead, and then I guess the story had to evolve, because I'm thinking to myself, every kid wants to feel like, how did he die? Did he die like by fighting bad guys or something?
Did he die in the war?
Yeah.
Right.
And then the story changed up to where it's like, yeah, and then I bought you for 10 cents at the hospital nursery. And then so I'm like, okay, Dad died, bought me for 10 cents at hospital nursery. But then as we're driving around later on, that could be your dad. Hey, that could be your dad. And I'm like, wait, hold on.
Your mom used to just point out random guys to
yeah.
you, and then
so I'm
that
like,
could be your dad.
So I'm like, hold on. So he's not dead in 10 cents, and okay, I was rounding the story out. This doesn't add up. So I guess. So I did meet him years later. I think it was 9 years ago from now. I saw my grandpa. He died. It was in the front page of the paper, and she pressured me to go to his funeral. I was waiting for the invite, but it was the next day. I was still waiting. I was like, maybe someone's going to call. But so we just ended up going there. And she's like, go, find a seat. Like, what? So this is creepy. You're just going to hide somewhere back there while you tell me to go find a seat? And then turns out the dad guy was in the same pew. Everyone's scattered. The dad. Well, the guy that's said to be my dad, and supposedly Tom Hanks isn't my dad. I feel like later on in life, so Maury Povich isn't on the air anymore, so we can't prove who the daddy is.
He's the only guy who can do it.
Yeah, the father of the child is. So we can't prove anything. So I think I don't know. I feel like this could be what happened later on in life. Someone just had to be said that is my father, because I would just keep looking for Tom Hanks, and and the story wouldn't work out. I might find out something else, and so I met this guy, and then doesn't seem like me. He's way too privileged to be living the life I had. This guy seemed like he was raised in a mansion, and he has houses in Utah, like a bunch of them, a farm, and I'm like, this way too privileged to be living the life I lived growing up. And well, actually, still, because I work in a supermarket, and not the manager. But yeah, way too privileged. So I'm like, this cannot be. And it's like it was so privileged that we got pulled over, and the cop just let it. So he said got pulled over. We're all drinking the beer. So the wife said, hold my, because I actually went to visit him one time. I was like, I'm going out there.
To what?
I went to visit him one time. I said, you know what? I'm gonna see what he's like. So I went out to visit him one time in Utah, and we were driving, and we're all drinking beers. His wife says, hold my beer, and he says, hold his beer. I got my beer. The cop pulls us over, and I can't really hide all the beers. Cop looks at his ID, and he says, oh, we're going to be neighbors. That would never happen to me. That's why I'm like, no, Tom Hanks is my dad. Because the reason they would probably go, oh, you're good, is because he's Tom Hanks. Not because he's just a guy.
The next door neighbor.
Yeah.
Was a cop.
Well, he taught me a lot about cannibalism and polygamy. Cause
Tom Hanks did?
No, the guy I met that's supposed to be my dad.
Oh, what did he teach you?
Well, he told me about that, not Dahmer, the Donner Party. Donner?
Oh, yeah.
They had quite a party. It was like on a hill, and then I realized every time I say Donner, I say Dahmer first. So maybe there was a connection there. Mm-hmm. But
were they polygamous?
No, but it's like Utah is like so there. Well, I believe he did. They did have the more than one wife thing, right?
No, the Mormons did, not the
polygamy.
Donner Party. No, the Donner Party were not Mormon.
Well, you don't want to be Mormon to be polygamous.
If they were Mormon, they would have stayed in Utah instead of coming all the way over to California.
So who were we talking about? The Donners? Donners had to come over?
I thought that's what we were talking about.
Well, because I know about the Utah story. But then they came over here. He didn't really tell me about all that.
Well, no, when the place that they started cannibalizing was here in California.
Oh, yeah? Well,
yeah.
Okay.
It's in the, Sierra Mountains. Sierra Nevada Mountains is when they... But you know what's funny about that story? There's really not much funny about it.
Okay, it's okay.
Funny things.
Well, if you think cannibalism's funny, it's hilarious. But
how do you spice a human?
The one...
That's a good question.
The one angle that I found to be humorous about it was, so they resorted to cannibalism because this whole group of people, this whole number of, people on this journey, they all got snowed in and trapped in the Sierra Nevada mountains in the winter.
Yeah.
And finally they were rescued, but because it was still wintertime and there weren't many roads back in those days, they couldn't rescue everybody all at once. So they had to basically take a few people at a time, And so they had to decide who are we going to rescue first and who's going to have to stick it out, And so funny story is the very last people, the ones who had to wait until the end were, the Irish, of course.
Your people.
Yeah, my people.
So you would know
Because they were
about
like,
this,
well,
yeah.
You you guys are kind of used to starving. And they were like, well, yeah, that's true. That's a fair point. We'll
Yeah,
just
you got
keep
the
eating
accent,
bark
okay.
for a while.
I thought you said you don't do impressions.
Well, that's just people, yeah.
Yeah, that's not really an impression. That's more of an accent.
Okay.
But anyway, funny stuff.
Well, yeah. It's sorry because you don't want to like damage your people. Do you get are you offended by?
I don't care who I damage.
If someone talks about the Irish people, you get a little spark. You're like, I'm gonna.
Well,
because you guys, what is this? It's the fist.
We can take a good joke. You know, we like a good joke.
Yeah, out here it's a whole different thing. It's fisting, out here in the city. It's because you don't see people just walk around like this, but you see it on the shirts about Irish.
Yeah.
But out here, when you see this, you
Right.
walk the other way because someone is probably
Someone's gonna try
wanting
and fist
to
someone, yeah.
pull out down your pants and fist you. It's a San Francisco. What is the deal with San Francisco?
What's the deal?
I'm getting ads on the
Now we're getting
Facebook
down to it. Here.
about the Wicked Grounds coffee. I'm getting ads on the Facebook saying come here for penis sucking classes.
Is that right?
I'm trying to. It was a dick. I'm trying to. I don't know why I try to
they're
like be
doing-
polite here.
They're having cock-sucking
Y-
classes.
Yeah, cock sucking classes. I don't know why they're hitting me up on Facebook about these ads. Like, what am I looking up? Like, I know about this place, but nah, I'm good. I don't need to
Oh, you
learn
didn't
that.
Take the class.
No, I don't need to learn that. I think they even said it's free. I love free stuff,
Yeah.
but
Well, you're already a pro, so it's like.
I'm
That's
frugal.
true.
I
That's true.
no, that's too free. That's when it comes too free for me. I'm like, no.
I've been to a twerking workshop,
Yeah.
or a twerk shop, as they call it.
I'd be more likely to do that.
What did you learn?
I didn't learn how to twerk.
Why not? Did you?
I
not pay
just,
attention?
I paid attention.
Then
Yes,
how
I
did you not learn anything?
Well, I probably learned something. I just never put it in practice.
Well, hey, now's your chance.
I was-
You have a beer.
I'm still waiting for you to offer more than a beer.
What do you want?
I want more than you got, most likely. Man.
I have
I want
several
some
dollars
cash
in
money.
Bitcoin.
The only
Oh,
reason he's
fuck
saying that
that.
because he's only got one beer so
Yeah, I know.
far.
didn't
Tease,
bring
how much that beer you got left there, Corey? Oh, that sounded light
Sounds
when he
empty.
put the can down.
Starting to feel loose in here.
I mean, you're safe in here. We wouldn't like.
Oh,
wait. I don't know why I said no. This
you're
is.
not being recorded. Don't
I didn't mean we. This is for Anthony here.
Yeah,
that's-
thank you. No one else is gonna watch, just me.
But
I actually need to drink more of this grape apple juice here.
well, you're trying to wait.
I need to. Well, I need
Get
to
that
balance
blood
it.
sugar.
I feel like
Yeah.
saying I'm sorry, man. I didn't mean to try to make you sober up because you feel like.
Well, no, I need to be. It's only 5 in the afternoon for God's sake.
Because I mean,
It's too early for me.
we wouldn't. I don't know. We again. Jeez. I mean, I would just be instigating. I mean, you wouldn't be touched too much. All consent.
All
Of
right,
anything
hey,
further than that would be
That's
consent.
all I need to hear.
Touch is okay, but anything past that, we would ask your consent for.
Well, thank you.
This guy, he's stylish
if
here.
you were hot girls, then there's a chance that I might do that. But
We have a beautiful woman. in
No,
this
no,
room
I know,
right
but she
now.
doesn't seem at
yeah,
all
she's
interested.
yeah.
She said the other girl wasn't interested either.
Yeah, fair
Well,
point.
no,
Yeah.
she was interested. She just, I mean, apparently couldn't maintain her interest.
Oh, I was gonna. All right, that's bad. I haven't looked at her in a while. I just, she's got the. Okay.
Oh,
I
she's
was,
still here?
I was gonna give her the. She's already tough, but I was gonna give her the tough role when she had the coat on. She's looking like the toughest pimp out there walking
Yeah.
down the street.
Oh, is that right?
Well, you need it walking down these streets with the fentanyl and all that.
Yeah.
I mean, jeez. So yeah, speaking of fentanyl, I was trying to get all emotional, but we got it back into the. Okay, yeah, we can still do that. How? No.
Let's get into it.
No,
I've
no.
got plenty to
I think we're
discuss about
past.
fentanyl,
I was
but
just. We were going to talk about life, but
I have fentanyl stories, but none of them are funny, so we should skip that.
we couldn't do that. I was going to talk about life, you know.
Okay.
But we talked about my life, and I thought those are notes. But he's like,
No.
it still can be.
Hey, it
Still can be.
he hasn't written anything down.
I was talking about life, but then, yeah, no, the same guy that said about the dad thing. He's always saying, "Oh, you don't have a house. You don't have a house you live in. You don't own a house." I'm like, "No, man. What?"
Yeah, you gotta.
I'm making it so my mom could survive paying the bills. She doesn't even own that place, which is an apartment. In fact,
that's an okay boomer fucking statement. You don't own a house?
Ah, gosh.
What the fuck? I mean, have you? What decade are you from, motherfucker? That's what I would ask.
Gosh, man, it's weird, man, because there's people that are privileged, but they're nice at the same time. So,
Sure.
like, I guess growing up like I did, you kind of have something against some privileged people, but then they're nice. So it's like, I mean, well, they're nice at times. It's like, gosh, I want to not like that person. But then they do something nice. It's like they'll be privileged all day to rub you the wrong way, but then do one thing nice, where it's like, gosh, darn it. Oof. Okay, I don't wish bad on you. Next person, though. Ooh, I'm waiting. So, I guess we're. Well, no, that was. I guess me and Corey, Anthony. What was it like growing up? Gosh, you did. Was everything okay?
Growing up, I grew up pretty privileged, so you can be the judge of whether or not I'm nice.
So that brings up a lot of questions. Only
You
one.
seem very nice, Anthony.
Yeah.
Only one. So you can relate to what I was saying, but so being privileged, so you've had problems in life that are like, what I realize is, and I don't, what I realize when people that have good, or what I consider, see, that's the problem. I consider good, but then I realize, wait, everyone has issues.
Mm-hmm.
It's just whatever you've gone through in life, you probably can't handle because you didn't get everything stripped away from you. Am I right? Like, you've had some crazy times in life, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Ooh, tell us about that.
We can get deep into it and personal.
Sure.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Yeah, so I was a child. I had a stroke, so I lost the entire left side of my body.
We have not had that, so there you go.
Here we are.
How old?
I was 10 years old.
Wow.
So that was the big, defining moment in my life. Made me who I am today. Because 14 years of physical therapy and emotional trauma, and here we are. So
See,
made me who I am today.
see, this is what I'm talking about. Everyone has it, and we're just gonna look at like, oh, you. I mean, I suppose when you say you're growing up. See, now we don't even want to use the word privilege. You had a house and a good family.
I grew up privileged, meaning I never really had to worry about whether or not I was gonna I knew I was gonna have dinner.
Yeah.
And I had a stable, loving mom and dad. But yeah, then I had my own struggles, medical issues.
So what was that like? Like, was it
not fun? I don't like it.
Yeah. So how did you wake up and all this and you couldn't?
No, it was just the middle of the day. A clump of my arteries. So my arteries were clumped together, and it was something that no one would have known
suddenly
until something happens. And one day, just blood started leaking onto my brain. My whole left side went numb. It was during recess. So I just went through the whole day because I didn't know what a stroke was. I just thought my leg fell asleep.
Yeah, 10 years old. Who knows what a stroke is?
And some of my friends were like, maybe you should go to the nurse. I'm like, this is a public school. The nurse isn't going to do anything. So
right. That's true. Yeah.
So I didn't go to the nurse. Then after school, my mom was like, yeah, let's go to the hospital. And so we went to Stanford Medical and got an MRI, and they're like, okay, we're going to keep you here overnight. We're going to watch over you. We're going to have scheduled brain surgery in a month because your brain's really swollen.
That's not good. Yeah.
And because they kept me overnight, or when I was sleeping overnight, that's when the artery fully burst. And, if I wasn't in the hospital that night, I wouldn't be here today. Because when the artery fully burst, they rushed me into emergency surgery. And then I just woke up with no use of my left side and a shaved head. Because it was an 8-hour brain surgery after that.
Yeah, they got to shave your head.
Crazy.
See, that's what I mean. Everyone's got something you go through. See, that's why I never really think down about someone unless they're a bad person.
Yeah. Well, even then, I'd
Yeah.
say still be nice to everyone because.
Mm.
No, I say be nice to everyone.
I mean, if there's facts, because I
Sure,
don't like
yeah.
being called I really like being called a good person because then I'll be like, I don't know about all that. You know, but if there's facts that you're a bad person, then
Yeah,
then that's a
I
bad
would
person.
agree. I'd say try to be nice to everybody. But if somebody's a straight up dick, you know, I'm probably not going to be nice to Kanye or Trump or whoever the fuck is an asshole.
Boy, I wish Trump was here to like maybe segue. You could,
I have some questions to ask him.
I did have Marjorie Taylor Greene on the show.
I did not know that.
I believe that
How'd it
she
go?
would come on it. How?
Wow.
This does seem like a podcast you would come on.
Wow, what brought that on? Am I that great? Wow, I did pretty good.
No, she just seems like a whore for attention.
Oh yeah, well, you know she's quite the bodybuilder. She does does boot camps and all.
She's a gym rat.
What'd you two talk about?
Well, that's fascinating.
Oh, it was actually before she got made it into too much the media.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
This was 2017, I believe so.
Okay.
So she was just talking about like the
The Jewish
free-
space lasers.
No, it was
No, that
before
was
that. She was talking about
2018.
freedom and the gun laws and free speech and just the normal stuff we should have. And then when it came to the lasers, we lost. I had her like cell phone number and all that, but when it came to the gun laws, it was the Jewish and the lasers, we lost connection. I would have liked to ask her about that, like what's up with these lasers. I knew Jews were powerful people, and I'm not. It's not powerful as in I'm dissing them. I think that's great. I mean, I've been over for Hanukkah. I don't remember the gifts, but the food was really good.
Mm-hmm.
And I was a pallbearer to a Jew, so I've never been a pallbearer to anybody else. In fact, when I went to my grandpa's funeral, I was like, "What the hell is everyone crying about? Is that bad? Oh, is that bad?" To be like, what everyone's because
Is that the grandpa
Wait,
who
we're jumping
played for the
all over
Giants?
I felt
place.
something.
You helped
Yeah, we are.
Marjorie Taylor Greene get her start. How does that make you feel?
Yeah.
And has
Good
she ever
point.
reached out to say thank you?
Well, she's a little bombarded right now, so I don't know.
She's busy. Have you reached out to her to say, hey, we can talk?
I have, and then next thing you know, it's like this number no longer exists. And I was like, okay, but
I bet she's someone who reads Twitter DMs.
it's what. Okay, dang man, I was thinking we could, but you told us something great about your life.
Okay.
So we talked about life.
Yes.
Great.
Well,
So
we're
let's
still
talk
talking
about Twitter then. Twitter, how's that
Go back
going
to
with
life,
it?
whatever you want.
Wow. How's that going with the Elon and you guys gotten off of Twitter yet?
I've never really been on Twitter. I need to be. I should have been. But I never was.
I'm only on it for O.J. Simpson's Twitter account.
Yes. He only goes on there, and he's still, has he gotten a blue check mark yet? Blue verified thing?
Not since yesterday, no.
OJ,
It's $8, so I'm sure he'll do it.
it's only $8, and I don't know if he's got, I guess he's got a
Well,
lot
they
of money right now.
canceled that. The verified accounts. That whole blue check mark thing. It was a wash after like 2 days. They pulled the plug.
So you don't need to pay for it, you just get it.
Yeah, so O.J. can still get
So
it,
I could get it.
No, you could not get it.
but O.J. can.
Yeah, you're not verified, Luke.
Gosh, I need to kill.
You're not
I
bona
gotta I mean, I don't know. Did he do it? You think he did it? You think he killed a white woman?
There was a trial. I'm not sure if you knew, but
Yeah,
there
he
was
got
a
acquitted,
trial,
and then he got civil.
and
all
I
that.
respect the justice system, and he didn't do it. According to the trial.
Can't argue with that. Facts.
I mean, I was alive at the time. I
What year was it?
I think it was Dana that mentioned he looked very emotional when he was in the Bronco.
How did you feel about it?
I did a law study on this thing.
Really?
There's no way he could have did it.
Really?
Unless the other person sat there and waited to be killed. Two people, one person being stabbed,
Can you
one
be on mic?
He's got a deep voice.
I mean,
Think about it. What's the other person doing?
probably
One person's
they
trying
weren't
to
in the
kill
same
two
room,
people.
right? I
Think
mean,
about it. One person's
Uh-huh.
trying to kill two people.
Yeah.
2 on 1. even if it's a woman or two men.
I mean,
Yeah.
he's a
Think about it.
he's a
Use
football
common
player.
sense. That's how Johnny Cochran got him off. Use common sense. Two people are sitting there. I've been jumped before.
But were they in the same room when they
They're all
got
in
killed?
They're in the same foyer.
When they got
But
killed.
maybe they weren't there at the same time.
No.
Maybe one of them was in there and then they got killed, and then the other one came in.
Are you saying he did it?
Yes,
keep saying-
he definitely did it.
You
no
don't
doubt
That's
about
the
that.
dumbest fucking thing ever.
And you're a liberal, Corey, right?
Super
Yeah.
stupid. If you
And Hence is a liberal, so this is okay.
can kill two people at one time.
Well,
at
maybe
the
it
same
wasn't
place.
at the same time.
An
Maybe it was like a
arthritic
few
old man
minutes.
that can't jump over a fucking fence can kill two people at one time.
Uh-huh.
Think about it, man. We did a whole study on it.
Okay.
For
Well,
my classes in school, we followed the whole fucking trial from beginning to end. I had to write 3 dissertations on this fucking trial.
wow.
I followed it too. I just didn't like follow it
It's
like
just
that.
Stupid. It's just it's stupid for people to. People are gonna believe what they want. You're gonna believe what somebody.
Well, there was a
keeps
guy-
telling you the same thing.
So,
Well,
so
Corey
Trump,
thinks he did.
That's like with Trump.
Well, why you?
How many presidents
I gotta bring
do you
my
know
boy
that's
Trump
not
in.
in office that's still in fucking office? Trump never left. He's still running his mouth because he needs attention. They kept attention on the first black serial killer that they've caught, and they tried to shut him down. Wrong. He didn't do it because I don't even fucking.
Wait,
like
man.
O.J. Simpson.
Just,
But anyway, I'm in the background.
I just try-
I mean to
Well,
slip.
I'm just trying to figure.
well, you know, somebody
Okay.
just stabbed 4 people in Idaho.
What black?
Near,
shit-
that was kind of near my hometown. That's how I
inside
know.
of a nightclub.
we need to talk.
No,
That's
we're
a-
talking.
Oh,
no, that's
okay,
totally
okay.
different thing.
Okay, we got all this. We got all
We
this.
might show up after this one.
So
But now-
somebody,
but now- but now-
somebody
but
killed
now I need
4
a-
people.
Hold on, now I need to know what
With a
black
knife.
serial killer we talking about. Is this Stockton or?
No, not that one. That's the new dude.
Because we ain't talking about OJ. What black serial killer you talking about?
'Cause that dude, he's got 2 different pictures.
Then we gotta jump on that. What black serial killer you talking
We'll
about?
talk about it later.
Hey man,
What a tease.
jeez, yeah, this guy's. But the don't. When he becomes a tease, I just want him to sit. But he likes to pull out his penis.
I was a stripper, man.
Yeah, and then he likes that whole anal thing. Okay, he's gonna tease. So let's get back on topic. So we're talking about
Have we ever been
Idaho.
on topic?
This isn't what we do. We get on a bunch of topics, and then you never know where things are gonna go.
Right.
Anthony's dying to get in there. So let's roll out the topic that Corey was jumping on. So we're talking about gays getting killed and college
No, this
kids
was
getting
a
killed.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So yeah,
So
4
who's it-
college students.
Wait, who said nightclub? That was you, right?
No. That's a different.
Who said nightclub?
that
Because
was
that's
a
the
different
gays.
Mass murderer.
Okay, we're starting with Idaho.
Yeah, well, there's not really much that they know, so there's really not much to talk about. But 4 college kids all got stabbed to death in the same house, and so it is possible for people to get killed and stabbed in the same house at the same time.
That's where we're going.
However, the police now believe that they were all asleep, which kind of makes sense that you can kill 4
Oh,
people
okay.
sleeping.
Makes it easier.
Makes it
Okay.
a lot easier, yeah. But, you know, still, I mean, to not wake anybody up while you're stabbing people, that,
Hey, get up!
my goodness.
Okay, so we know it was Michael Myers. Yeah. Yeah. Well, okay. He's proving a point. I'm not asleep. I'm just numb. So it wasn't Michael Myers, but it could have been Jason. Because I saw the
It
last
could have
Michael
been.
Myers. No. I
They
saw.
don't know.
I
They
saw-
haven't caught the person yet. They don't know
Yeah.
who did it yet.
So, but it could have been Michael Myers because I seen the
Could've
last Halloween movie, and he had arthritis. He was very old. He was like, "All right, kill me. I'm tired of this crap. Just kill me already." And so Jamie Lee Curtis killed him because he was actually trying to sleep, and then these dumb kids woke him up. This dumb kid that just wanted to kill people, but couldn't do it on his own. He needed this guy, and then he wakes him up. It's Michael Myers, who now is old and has arthritis and just wants to retire. He's like, "Where am I? Oh my gosh, why do I have a kid in front of me? And you want me to kill people? Ugh, gosh darn it, just trying to sleep." So it could have been Jason Voorhees that killed those people in Idaho because it wasn't Michael Myers.
Could be.
So how about the gays? The gays. Someone's out. See,
It's a
okay.
great transition.
Okay,
to,
so-
talking about mass murder.
I don't even know.
Good people.
I totally want to make jokes, but
Lord Almighty.
but the gays might be stronger than Jews, because I love the Jews. Wait, not that
What we're talking about.
I do not want gays getting killed. That is not cool. So Colorado, they got the gays. The gays got killed. I don't know. I just like saying the gays, but it was a gay nightclub,
Yeah.
and I don't even know. So someone shot up the gay nightclub.
Yeah.
Is that right there, Anthony? Because
What are we talking about anymore? We've been jumping.
Colorado. We're talking about Colorado. Well, he said
I
nightclub.
thought we were talking about Idaho.
He said Idaho, but then he said nightclub. So it was like two different things
I
at
never
once.
Said
Who said nightclub? Was that
Someone
Hens,
else
Did you draw in nightclub?
I think it was you who said.
No, I said he said Idaho, and then
I definitely never said anything.
someone
about
said
a
nightclub, and then the gays got killed at the nightclub recently.
They did, yes, in Colorado Springs.
We
Yeah.
started that, but we stayed on the stabbings.
What is it like? So I see on the Twitter, conservatives are saying, pray for the victims, and then it's like you don't care about the people. To me, it's just hey, people died. That sucks. No matter what your
Yeah.
belief in,
For sure.
people died,
No doubt. No doubt about it.
and it's okay to have a memorial for them.
Yeah.
It's
Absolutely.
not okay to have a memorial for the guy that. So in Redwood City, there's a guy that got the cops pulled a guy out of his car and shot him to death recently because he was talking about he wanted to shoot the woman that was in the car with him, his pregnant woman, and his kid. He was using his kid as a shield. And so it's like, I do never want kids, but I wouldn't use them as a shield unless they had like a shield on their stomach with them. Or I don't know. It's like, this is what you get. And if it was a gun shooting at them, I wouldn't use them as a shield. If it was maybe, okay.
Nerf gun.
Anyway, yeah. Here, or paintball.
BB gun,
Paintball.
yeah.
This is going to hurt you, but not as much as a
it's
bullet.
A little bruise.
But so I was driving by the other day, and there was a memorial on El Camino for this guy that the cops shot. And to me, it's like, okay, just that word there, cop shot. Memorial. Okay, that's attached. Is someone just hearing that instead of going, yeah, good job, because like this guy could have like shot, his kid could have got shot, and like the woman, and so there's a memorial, like they got pictures, like, oh man, rest in peace. And instead of people just like lighting flame to that thing, like what is it with people with these memorials all over the place for the bad people? Pick and choose, right? What is it like? I mean, what else we got going on there? Targets are going crazy. What is up with the stabbings at the Targets?
What's the deal?
Oh, I hadn't heard about
I mean, it's like stabbings. Those aren't the shootings. They're the stabbings.
Hey,
over
they
here.
say stabbings are the new shootings. It's 2022.
And good job, except for the bad guys doing it. But good job for choosing stabbings instead of shootings. That's it. But like, okay, over here in SF at the Target, there was a guy who was stabbing kids.
Oh.
I get it. You don't want. I mean, they said it was homeless
Lord
guy.
Almighty.
So you're already homeless. Why you stabbing kids? I don't think you're gonna have kids.
Nothing to
Anyway,
lose.
you got no home. But you stab kids and then he gets shot in the head and dies. Good. There's people that don't think it was good. Good, right? That was good, right? Good, right in the head.
mean-
Done deal. Good.
It's better that he's not stabbing more kids, for sure. Yeah.
I mean, good job.
Well, the cops do need to shoot some people.
When was this?
It wasn't long ago. You could Google Target kid stabbing, but now you're probably going to see a lot of him in the hospital and all that stuff. We only see our poor kid, because after the first day the food sucks. I mean, at first you're like, oh, the food's really good. Then you're like,
What,
okay,
the hospital?
yeah, and then this again. Okay, I don't want to be here again. And then the TV is not that great.
Yeah.
But then there was another one at the Tanfran Target. Like some guy was stabbing, and you know what happens a lot when they stop showing it on the news. They're like, all right, next. It's just, and I don't mean next stabbing. I mean next
Commercial.
thing. Yeah, commercial. They
Brought
don't.
to you by
Yeah.
Pfizer.
And then it's like a Mop and Glow commercial.
Yeah, right.
When you have blood stains.
Yeah, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Mop and glow, you know, with a little
You
thing.
get
of-
stains
Decent
all
product.
over your house.
Yeah, but geez, I mean, I don't know. I feel like lately, good for the police. Like, I recently saw them taking down car thieves that looked like they were on the bridge, though. Or,
Oh, cops are doing things now?
yeah,
That's
which
good.
is good, because, I mean, I've never been, like, bad or good. I mean, no, not, I mean, in life. I mean, like, with police, I've been, like, in the middle. Like, every time I've gotten pulled over, it's like, yes, officer, I know I'm getting arrested. And then when I end up going jail, I'm like, you know what? Yeah, this needs a change. But I'll hate you. I don't hate the person that booked me. They have no idea. They have no idea what happened or why I got booked. But so I'll just hate the guy that drove me here and didn't tell me good directions either. Like as I'm getting pulled in Santa Rita, they tell me, when you get out of here, we're gonna give you full details of how to get back to your car. You know, in fact, we're gonna leave directions with a person that books you. And I'm getting out like, hold on, where's Jack in the Box where my car's at? Or where am I? My car was over in Livermore at some Jack in the Box, and I had to hitchhike. I could have got molested. But instead, it was just some cool guy. I was like, hey man, I gotta find a Jack in the Box. Where there's my car. And then he actually let me. He said there's 2 of them out here. Like people are crazy. Actually, why?
Yeah.
People are nuts. Because like honestly, why did you give me a ride and let me use your phone? Like when I hitchhiked, the first person that picked me up said, like a little bit of a ways. They said, man, last guy I picked up, I thought he was gonna kill me, man. The way he was just looking at me and just silent for a little bit. I was like, really? So the last guy you thought was gonna kill you, and you just like picked me up?
Yeah, right?
Yeah, you look kind of dangerous too.
I mean, yeah, I look like I might not be so sure of the situation. I might be anxious, and then I might, yeah, okay. Anyways, so Weird Al died recently.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I didn't even realize that.
You didn't see the documentary?
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
I'm out of the loop.
Murdered Madonna Sassone.
What?
Yeah,
that last name?
he was dating Madonna, and then that was
You guys
it.
are.
No, the documentary
shit.
just came
It
out.
was a documentary. It's on the Roku. I don't know why it's only on the Roku,
Weird Al did for
which is the only channel on streaming I would think last to look at.
Watch the movie, come back in 2.5 hours.
And
What is the movie called?
Weird, the Ali Yankovic story.
Uh huh. Yeah.
It's the story
So
of
he
Weird
was
Al's life.
dating Madonna. Is that what you just said?
Yeah, and then
When he died, or
this was before. So now you see Madonna right now. She's traumatized, just like the OJ. She's not not
Okay,
traumatized.
So was he dating her?
He was
when
dating her.
when they were young,
But, like-
or now.
Because Madonna was using Weird Al to get famous.
Yeah,
So this was years. This was in
Yeah.
the 80s. You're talking.
yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
So-
that
So now it caught up to where now he was doing shows, and then she killed him, and then so now you see where.
she killed him.
So now, so now,
She had him killed.
yeah. Well, she was there. I mean, right next to the
What
guy
are you
shooting her.
talking about?
Dude, you don't know.
Roku.com.
All
Dude,
right,
dude.
whatever.
She was next to the guy that killed him. So
I'm
technically, to
definitely
me,
not gonna
Did you not
check.
tell him to come prepared
uh,
to watch the documentary?
to have tears, yeah. So now you see what's going on with her. She's
not good.
She's like, oh, I got away with this. Now it's the crazy thing, like how OJ stole his own stuff. So she's eating out of dog bowls, twerking over sriracha bottles.
Weird.
I don't believe any of this.
Dude, there's
But you know who did kill her paramour was fucking Courtney Love. We all know she killed Kurt Cobain, right?
I did not see that documentary.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
I don't
she
think I
probably
saw that.
had him killed. But I don't believe Madonna. Why would Madonna kill Weird Al? It makes no sense at all.
Well, I mean, so there was a time where look, her music isn't that great anymore, man.
That's true.
Her music was fading. I mean, after Like a Virgin, when Weird Al took her virginity, things weren't the same. She did those flops of movies herself.
Okay.
I mean, he brought sexy back with the polka. I was
Okay. Yeah.
I was amazed when I saw that. It reminded me of the Elvis movie where his thrust was illegal.
Mm-hmm.
People thought his polka was too sexy.
Right.
They wanted to make that illegal. This was the 80s.
I remember the 80s.
80s. Right?
You're probably too young.
Oh, I was not alive.
Yeah.
And Beat It was actually
Eat it.
taken from
Yes.
Eat It. Ooh.
All right. Cool. Sounds good, fellas.
I mean, not that Michael Jackson is a legend, but that one song,
Yeah. Well,
Anthony's getting a little
he's
peeved
kind of a
here.
legend.
yeah.
I mean, I feel like it's kind of strange that you don't know this.
no, I don't know any of this. And
Weird Al has no tour dates.
What's that?
He has no tour dates right now.
Okay.
You just finished.
Sounds good.
He just finished touring,
It's a
and then he got
documentary. You need to
killed.
see it.
Okay.
Watch it right now on your phone while we're talking.
He,
Okay,
he
good to know.
is dead, see? He's not. He's not dead. That was only with
Weird
I
reality
don't want to
Yankovic
use
story.
comic names.
Watch the movie. Documentary, sorry.
Yeah, it's pretty. You know, it does take an emotional toll, like that Wakanda movie.
Which one?
Forever. You seen that one?
The new one? No.
Yeah.
I have not seen it.
How was it?
Oh, it was a great movie.
Does it hold up?
Yeah, it was a great movie. I wasn't surprised.
Is there a new guy
I was
as
a little
Black Panther?
disappointed. No, there's a Black Pantheress.
Oh, is that right?
We're still calling her Black Panther, but it's a.
But it's a lady.
Well, it's the same.
Lady Panther?
No, she was in the last one, but she was his sister. I don't know about that kind of stuff. She
I haven't seen the movie. I don't know.
Shim.
Cougar?
Yeah. No. She was his sister in the first one.
But we don't know if she's a girl or a guy. You gotta use the right.
Wait, why
Wait,
do you?
really?
Wait, why do you say all that, man? Yeah.
That's about you and Weird Al.
He's throwing all the like, cause I still don't. I still trying to get down all the pronoun stuff. So
You ever seen Weird
That's-
Al live?
yeah,
Yeah?
San Mateo County Fair. I saw Johnny Cash there live too.
I don't care about Johnny Cash. Weird Al was at San Mateo?
Yeah.
When
So
was
he, I don't know, man. I saw him. He was doing, he 90s. He was.
this? 90s after he was
He was
shot?
showing like his video thing on the screen, where he interviewed Eminem and or
Oh,
something
yeah.
like that.
Did
And
his fake interviews?
yeah. Oh, Amish Paradise. That's an ode to the Coolio, who I also saw live at the San Mateo Fair.
Really? Wow.
Yeah. That was a
Julio
good.
did die, I heard.
Yeah.
He passed
Yeah.
away
That,
like
yeah.
a few weeks ago.
Yeah. Gangsta's Paradise.
Yeah.
Which.
Classic.
Yeah, and so Amish Paradise. He didn't like that song too much, but he got over it. Did you see him in the crowd?
Coolio
Yeah.
didn't like Amish Paradise?
Not at first.
Oh.
Right? He was offended by that, right?
didn't
I
know.
mean, we
Well,
both
I
saw
know,
we saw his reaction. He looked
yeah.
pissed off.
I didn't know that. Oh, that's a shame.
Well, famously, Weird Al gets permission from all the artists to do a parody
Right.
beforehand,
Right.
but sometimes the artists don't end up liking the
He is the gangster of the polka.
Yeah.
That's right.
I think they get over it once they get the Weird Al, the Yankovic bump.
Yeah,
The sales go
Yeah.
up, so I'm like, all right, we'll let it slide.
yeah. What was that? Coke problem was for a while. Yeah, he had some drug issues, right?
Al
Yeah.
or Coolio?
No. Oh, they didn't do a documentary on Coolio.
Yeah, I haven't seen Coolio's.
But Weird Al, he had drug problems for a little bit, right?
Well, everybody was doing coke. In
Or
the
was it
80s.
drinking? Yeah, drinking. He had a drug.
Drinking, yeah.
Well, I mean, probably both. But he had a bottle with him on stage. He tried to be radical, and that didn't go very well. Weird isn't radical, right? Is that?
Depends. I mean, it can be, I think.
Well, we're not talking about climate change, people. Boy, those are the weirdest, right? Right?
Yeah.
Right. What's up with the climate change?
Hey, Greta.
Yeah, let's go talk to the kids.
Yeah, right.
Is that the only area they talk about kids on? Yeah. What's going on with the? It's kind of warm today.
Yeah, why isn't there a 14-year-old talking about
Yeah.
the Middle East?
Yeah.
Greta Thunberg talking
Why
about
is,
climate change.
why is it cold today? Is there a 5-year-old we could talk to? It's a, yeah, Greta and who else do they? See, that is the thing, man. Well, kids. Is that I would love to breed a Greta, maybe, but because she must be rich.
Oh, she is rich.
Yeah, but why do people want kids? Is amazing to me. None of you have kids? Do any of you have kids here?
It's a long story.
Which means you got rid of the kid, right?
No. It's so.
All
Yes, I am a dad.
Kinda.
Are you?
Yeah. Well,
Are you his
kind
dad?
of. Yes.
What?
Did we find your dad?
I'm over 18. It's cool, man.
Yeah. Well, so I've raised a child, but haven't seen or spoken to him in a year and a half now because, unfortunately, I'm not his biological dad, so I don't have any legal rights. It's really shitty.
You still talk to him.
Yeah.
No, I don't still talk to him. He's young, and I can't talk to him. I mean, I could if he, had a phone, but he's 9 years old.
Wait, man.
I'm
Is it,
lost.
so this? No, I mean.
So let me
yeah.
explain the
Thank you.
loss.
I would think I'd be more lost than you.
I
Yeah,
helped
okay.
so I raised him
Okay.
as my
yeah.
own, and he calls me dad, but he was not my biological son, so I have no legal rights.
So you broke
I'm
up
not-
with his mom.
Yes, it's a long story.
Well, I mean,
But
yeah, the
we
guy
divorced.
found out that wasn't the real kid. It wasn't his kid.
No,
So-
that's not true.
No,
But anyway,
I think she already had the kid.
But it wasn't your biologically.
it's a long story.
You keep
And it's not. I mean, it's funny if you guys, if I was doing like a whole,
Make it
I
fun.
have
Go
lots
for
of
it.
jokes about it, but
Yeah.
it's also kind of sad actually.
No, I mean, this
Make it
brings this.
Thank you.
That makes it funny by him saying
That really makes it funny.
by making him say that. Yeah. I'm.
yeah.
Well, I mean, no. I'm getting into. Well, I guess it's humorous because of the people that we're all in the room with. But that is a topic, kids. But I'm feeling like, no, that does sound like an emotional side you're feeling right now. I could relate to it in the way if I had kids for a little bit. And then the Dr. Drew, it sounds funny, but Dr. Drew actually did tell me not to, he told me to break free from it. You know,
Really?
Dr. Drew Pinsky,
Yeah, I love
Dr. Drew,
Dr. Drew.
You know,
Yeah.
okay, because he's younger. He actually said I used to call him every night, and
You used to call
I
him
used
so
to do
every
security. It was over here at the Muni, something like that. Yeah, the Muni yard, and I used to call him every night. Because I used to call him every night. He had to finally have a final say, and he'd say, all right, so it's our caller, our regular caller, Luke. And he said, you have to leave the situation. It's for,
So you were-
it's better for the kids.
So just to sort of back up here a little bit. So you were with a lady, I'm
Yeah,
presuming.
yeah, so
and
I
you were raising her kid, I'm
had
presuming.
kids for 4 years. Well, I'd say at least 3 years more serious. And I don't know, place. And the kids called me dad. So
Yeah.
they called me dad.
Mhm.
Well, no, the son. But finally, the daughter said, "You're the closest thing to a father I've had." I'm like, ooh, all
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
It was kind of a pride moment because
Yeah.
she is a teenager versus a little kid that
Oh, yeah.
that
Little kids are
he
easy.
called me dad. And so Dr. Drew said I had to let it go because so we lived together for a while, and then next thing you know, she broke it up. She moved back here, and then
Uh-huh.
I moved back here like, all right, I'll make things work. But Dr. Drew said, let it go for the kids' sake. Because you know, trying to reconnect while the kids are there, and then I'm doing things for the kids. That means like now they're getting their emotions involved. And he said, just you gotta let it go, because then there's other dudes coming in the situation, and then now they're meeting other dudes, and I'm just the dude that does certain things but still tries to reconnect with the moms. And then Dr. Drew said, it's unhealthy. You gotta let it go.
Yeah.
And then that was it for me. I said, you know, okay, I just got to stop right here and now after this phone call with Dr. Drew.
Yeah.
And then after that, also, I did talk to Wendy Williams. Not about, I met her, and she said, relationships are a business. So she gave me different advice. And then I was like, whew, all right.
Relationships are a business. Wow.
Did Wendy say to stay with the kids?
Okay, so she was mostly at the other end of just like relationship advice. Dr. Drew, he finalized it with because kids became the package deal, and they were the last link. Well, they were the last link for the person to call you and be like, hey, this with the kids, that with the kids. I'm like,
I need you to babysit.
I'm still connected, and then I'm like,
women with kids who find a guy who will take care of them. You know, especially after you're no longer with her, that's like gold. You know?
It is amazing. You know, to know that people actually want kids. I got in some thing with someone online recently because I was like, why are we still friends? She keeps saying if someone's anti having kids, I unfriend. And then next thing I know, I see her because she's all about like kids. And then I see her raising funds for abortion stuff. I'm like, well, I get things right here.
It's pretty funny.
Yeah, like, whoa, a little confused here. But I think like there's just that stage in life. So I think I'm probably the most big on feminism. That word's weird.
I was going to say that about you.
But I'm all about, I do think... I'm all about women's rights in ways that people don't really recognize. Growing up throughout time, they always say, you need to have kids because that's what people think women's bodies are for. And I'm not for that. I'm here to say, ladies, if you don't want to have, don't think that's what your body is for. You're not a vessel just for babies. That's not right. Yeah. Women's rights. Totally. Your body is your body. You just got the boobs and all that stuff as just a body. You don't have to. You don't have to have kids just because society tells you to have kids. Enjoy your life.
Wow.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, just I have the
preach.
I have, and there's guys like my dad out there that I was planned. I'm good with figuring out situations, and I know I was planned. I don't
believe that.
No, because I know what this guy had figuring out the situation. I watch a lot of detective stuff. Figuring out the situation, I know what happened. I know the guy was like, kid, this sounds cool. I wonder what my sperm could do. And then when it happens, he's like, this is what it does. This thing. A year later, like, I can't. This guy can't even pass a football. And then that was it, because he seemed real big into football, and I can't. I'm 1 year old, man. I can't throw football. I know about football. Yeah. He tried passing me for a little bit, and that didn't work out, But yeah,
it explains a lot, though.
Yeah, I mean, I did fall on my head a lot. So yeah, but kids, you two don't want kids? You got rid of it, Corey. You're like, you know what? That hurts, and
I love my son very much.
And okay.
And my stepson too.
So you don't want any more? You're like, Oof.
No, I never said that.
Oh, okay.
I love kids, but I'm not going to have any more until I'm famous and rich.
There you go.
That's my plan.
All right. And you're a comedian, so that makes total sense.
Yes.
That you're with me. Okay.
Yeah.
Not gonna happen. How about you, Anthony? Never
had a kid.
Wanted kids.
I'll probably want a kid in the future when I'm married.
You're like 21.
24, yeah.
Okay, so he's a little more Yeah,
A little more put together.
doesn't quite understand. He's young.
No.
They want the.
What? Stability, relationships.
They want all that. Yeesh, Corey. Like,
Not everyone. A
you
lot of
just-
people my age really hate kids.
Yeah, no. When I was 24, I wasn't really thinking about children.
Well, they say like the birth rate is down.
Yeah. First time.
Good.
Yeah, that's actually kind of good.
No, it's not.
Why?
isn't it? Why?
See, well,
Because then we're gonna have
It's
a.
great to hear from the youngsters. Yeah.
Well, we're gonna have a overpopulated elderly
Uh-huh.
That's
population.
what I read. And is that what's your fear of old people?
It's not a fear, but you get to a point where you're 75 years old, you can't really work, and so then the younger population has to help contribute and pick up the slack. Am I wrong?
That's
no,
horrible.
no. So I've heard, and this is a logical argument, but I have a counterpoint to this.
Okay.
So you're basically arguing with what Elon Musk was talking about, and a lot of people have said, which is that
I think I might be with you on this.
like this is happening in Japan to a degree.
In Japan, yeah.
where there's
We were reading the same stuff.
The elderly people are now starting to get so high in number, and there are fewer younger people. So now the younger people have a bigger burden in taking care of all these elders, right? Because the elders can't take care of themselves. And but there's two things that are different about the U.S. First of all, we'll keep working those old people.
Yeah. I mean, I see a lot of old.
We'll
My
keep putting them
mom's
back to
working.
work.
She has issues all the time with working with these youngsters.
Yeah.
But
she's
they're
still out
they're
there.
woke. They're very
She's
woke.
still out there doing
But
it.
she's, I mean, I say my mom, which means she's old.
Yeah.
And she's having a hard time dealing with his wokeness out there, but she's still doing it.
She's still out there doing it. Yeah.
I mean, because I won't.
My dad too. He retired a couple years ago. He's still fit though, and he's got a job now at a grocery store. And
Oh, poor guy.
no, it's like just to give him something to do.
Oh yeah. That's amazing. That
So-
old people still just want something to
Yeah,
do.
they want to do it. So they want to work, first of all, number one. And then the other thing is, unlike Japan, we have a lot of immigrants, and will continue to, until society collapses or Trump gets reelected, whichever happens.
Did you make it sound like he should get elected even more now?
So that society can collapse.
Wow, why did you?
Well,
you're
anyway.
not for Trump, right? You're making him sound even better
no,
now.
I'm not. Okay,
Because
so
society
anyway,
doesn't need
what-
to keep going, in my opinion.
Well,
That's-
okay.
Wow.
When you're older, you'll feel differently. But anyway.
Oh, when I'm older, gosh,
Yeah.
man, I have a certain age I want to make it to. So I feel like the older you're talking about, I'll be like going, gosh, why am I still here?
No, you'll want to see your grandkids. That's what you'll be thinking about.
Oh, I hope not. That's one reason I picked Dana here in the corner. She realized, it took a while in life, but she's one of those good women that realize kids are bad too. Kids are no good.
Well, I'm glad you found your match.
I mean, honestly, it's not like kids are bad. Okay. Like I said, I had a kid and he was great. It's not like I thought he was bad. It's just I don't understand having one, I guess. Because like.
Okay, well, let me explain it.
No,
so
no,
when
I
a
know.
man really loves a woman.
Is that? Yeah, now you're losing me with the love part. Yeah. Because like I don't know, I feel like is that love? Is that thought out pretty well? Like
well, no, it doesn't have to be.
that just sounds like a bunch of like
That's the sound I make when I come. Oi! Oi! That's true. Yeah.
See,
When two people are at a bar,
I feel like
and
you're
they're really drunk, and they
See?
want to have some fun.
I knew he was saying bar meaning drunk, and I can't even operate drunk. Got me there. I mean, I might want it. I'll just be like, and then next thing you know, we're waking up. I'm like, what did we do last night? And nothing. It's just I was drunk.
Right.
So.
Yeah. You fell into the bed.
I probably dreamt about it, and it might have been really good, but I mean, I just the declining of the birth rate, and okay, actually, so I mean, what makes from what Corey said sound good for having kids? I mean, even though Corey still seems like he loves the kids,
I don't know.
what makes that sound like, knowing that the birth rate's declining and old people, and I mean,
well, I'm arguing that that's not a problem. That the birth rate is
I mean, I saw the movie Old People. You guys seen the movie Old People on Netflix?
No.
And it is exactly how it's probably going to go. So old people are getting energy, and they just start killing people. They're like, we're tired of the young people out there, and we're just killing people now. They just started feeling a certain energy in all the senior homes, and they just started killing people. They were tired of it.
Okay.
Tired of it. Not old.
Is this also a documentary? Like weird?
No. This is actually. I don't even know. I don't know if this is a true story. I know it's a movie.
Uh-huh.
This could be predicting the future. They're just old people just waking up all over the place, and they're like,
hungry for blood.
They're being woke, I mean, and they're like, you know what? We're tired of these youngsters just acting like we're incapable, and then they get this strain. They just start killing young people, people that are just younger than them.
Yeah.
And so old people can make it.
Crazy.
I wouldn't mind being an old person in this world, still doing the same, my thing. I got plans. I'm going to pick a cafe to eat at every day. That way people know if I'm dead, because they see I haven't been going to the cafe in a while, the same one. And that's how it happened with the guy I lived with. That became a homicide case.
The guy who you what?
Unfortunately, I had to become homeless again later in life because I just had to get kicked out of the place.
Wait, sorry, back up, man.
Well, because the guy stopped showing up at the same
Cafe.
at the same restaurant, cafe place every day. So the waitress.
Who is this guy?
I live with this guy, but I known him since I was a teenager, and decided to live with him later on in life. And then he started showing up at this restaurant he used to have breakfast at every day. So the waitress thought something was up, so she called it in. And yeah.
But you didn't notice he wasn't at the house?
Well, first time I got
you lived with him?
suspicious, I felt dumb because he just ended up having a stroke and being in the hospital. I was like, I made a big deal out of nothing here. And then
Out of nothing.
and then next thing you know, I'm like, they do a little investigation, and then next thing you know, it's like I don't get the big notice like a regular person gets. It's just like, yeah, get out of here. I'm like, oh, thank God I got my guinea pigs, and the underwear on me still.
So somebody just showed up at your apartment?
Yeah, I had to get out of there. I was like, dang, all right.
Was it a house or an apartment or what?
It was a house. That's one reason I loved it. It was a house.
Yeah.
Growing up, I wanted to live in a house, and the one time they wanted to come in. So they actually had a sexy.
Who?
They had the police. They had a sexy cop come at the door, thinking, "All right, this will get him opening up the door." Definitely shouldn't have had a guy cooking meth in the house. But the thing is, like, so I didn't quite know. I was doing fun jobs. I was young. I was doing fun jobs, working at sports events, concerts.
You didn't know somebody was
So
cooking
I
meth
meet
in
all
the house.
kinds of
Is
people.
that what you're saying?
And the guy just wanted a place to stay, and I was like, "Hey, man, the guy I live with hasn't been here in a while. You can stay here, just on the couch. I'm not trying to invade the other guy's bedroom. Stay on the couch." And next thing I know, he's like shirtless, cooking meth on the stove. And then I probably didn't stop him because he was very good at cleaning. Like every day he was sweating, shirt off. I felt like I was glad to come home. Like I almost wanted to say, "Honey, I'm home."
Well, it was probably the meth.
But that was never an issue with the police. They just wanted to solve that thing, and I guess so I was also part of the neighborhood watch. So the last meeting I went to, the detective said, "Well, ruling it suicide." So it's like, oh, all right.
Suicide.
So I guess you guys just didn't find the body, I guess.
Oh, so they never found.
No, they
what
never
happened
found the
to
body. But his heart pills were on the counter. So that's what
You
made.
tell quite a story, sir.
So that's what made it. Homicide.
If I was the police, I would never want to interview your motherfucking ass. I'd be like, wait, let's stay to the fucking topic here. What are you talking about now?
Which one thing I want to talk about was
And then you just casually mention there's a guy with cooking meth. And
Generation Z.
like, well, okay, we got you booked on that, buddy.
This is one reason also not to have kids. Do we need this? Who's in Generation? Anyone here in Generation Z?
I am.
That is crazy, man. Okay, so from what I googled, because I was like, what comes after Z?
Right. That's what are they going to do?
So
now?
your
They
generation
can't
sucks.
do anything.
But no. After you doesn't suck. So why would you want to have a kid better than you? Like, wouldn't that be horrible? You're like,
Well, what's going to
Doesn't-
be after Generation
they're not
Z?
they're not better
How do you know it'll
than
be
you
better?
till they die. Because I looked it up and it said wait, where is it? What is Generation Z? It's the Generation Alpha.
I
Generation
mean, what
Alpha.
comes after? Are you talking about what comes after Generation Z?
Generation Z is Generation Alpha.
Let's go.
Well, how is that? I don't understand. How that-
It says right here. So right now we're in the stupid media technology age where it's really dumbing us down, but then we make a comeback.
Yeah.
And,
According to who?
For most,
Forms of technology.
yeah, so yeah, we're in the world increasingly dominated by technology,
Yeah.
and then the interest changes, and to other aspects of life.
Is this like a horoscope for humanity
Who
right
wrote this
now?
article?
What-
Wikipedia,
Okay.
Generation Alpha, bro.
That's cool.
That's gonna happen, man.
Alpha. That's
So
That's
okay,
sick.
but you're saying that Generation Z is Generation Alpha.
After the Generation Z. So if we have
Okay.
kids, they're just gonna be
Okay.
like a bunch of tough guys walking around. We don't want that, man.
I think we do.
Top Gun volleyball freaks
That's awesome.
oiling each other up.
Yeah.
You like that movie, Top Gun?
I haven't seen the original, but the new one was good.
You like the new one there, Corey?
You know what? I haven't seen the new one, but the original was good. So
Look at us. Hey, coming together.
I
Different
know we
generations,
should
old people, young
join
people.
forces here.
Here we are.
Tom Cruise looks like the biggest little boy in Hollywood.
I mean, whatever the Scientologists are feeding him, like it looks
It's
good.
working, yeah.
Looks good on him.
Yeah.
He puts on his glasses, great, but every time he takes off his shirt, I'm like, man, how do you not have any chest hair? How does that happen?
I don't really have any chest hair.
Let's see it.
I have
Want a
I
beer?
have two hairs.
There you go.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
Look.
Okay.
I got a little
Beer's
bit.
kicking in.
I mean, I'll take some of
He's
my-
got a Tom Cruise stomach right there.
Yeah, that's nice.
I
like
don't
it.
think so. No, I don't. I wish.
What do you guys think about Casey Anthony?
I really don't think
Can we
about
stay on
it.
one topic for like more than 2 minutes?
Oh, you like Top Gun? Wow, you could
I'm with
be in
him.
Top Gun.
I'm with
Could
him.
I've had many people be like, did you grow the mustache because of Top Gun? I'm like, no. I don't make decisions based on movies.
Val Kilmer was pretty good in it.
But I think it's funny. Yeah.
Actually, I liked the ending. I just like
No spoilers. Don't tell me what.
Oh, you didn't watch it?
I haven't seen it. I told
Oh,
you.
okay.
But I'm
I
going
mean,
to see it.
Just you know what? I won't spoil it. I'll just tell you skip the first hour. Yeah,
Of
just
Top Gun?
skip the first. Right. I mean,
Alright.
I mean, he wants to see action, right?
I mean, I like stories actually.
I mean, I've always
what
liked
I
Jennifer Connelly though.
I like stories.
Ah,
I like romance.
She was great in Labyrinth.
What's your favorite movie?
My favorite movie ever. There's a lot of them. I would say Apocalypse Now.
Okay.
Hmm.
Did you see it in theaters?
I did see the redo. They did. Did you guys have you heard that they like did the longer version of Apocalypse Now and they came out in theaters about. It was like fucking 15 years ago now, but it.
Speaking
seems
of Apocalypse Now,
like,
and since
it was a 4-hour long movie.
okay, forget it. So, 4 hours. Gosh darn it.
Yeah.
And since Casey Anthony, we don't want to talk about it. Let's talk about aliens. We don't.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
we don't
that's
need a.
always
We set a timer to be
we
like,
don't
we're
have-
going to talk about this
We
for
don't have time
a
to go
while.
back to Casey Anthony. Aliens. They're dead.
The aliens?
They're dead.
The news has said that they killed themselves. At first, we were really boring, and then that's why we haven't actually found them. They're in Area 51, but then now they're dead because we really bored them. Is that
No, I've never heard that.
You
one.
trust the media?
he doesn't trust the media?
You want to hear my favorite weird story that I believe?
Yeah. Okay.
Well, first of all, I've been abducted by aliens. I should say that.
Okay.
True story. I don't remember what they look like, but I can tell you what happened leading
Okay.
up to it. But anyway, one of the weird stories that I just believe it's true is that Eisenhower met with aliens in 1954 outside of Edwards Air Force Base near San Diego.
I do not remember that.
I know. Very few people remember that. But it's one of those crazy things I read on the internet, but I believe it.
And one thing I want to address is why is there so many dumb, educated people?
That's a great
I think
question.
that might be the last.
That is
thing
a
to
great
that.
question.
We're
It's
talking
not
about
really
aliens.
having to do with aliens, but
Well, they killed themselves. Then that segues into that. There's a lot of dumb educators because they're watching us. They want to learn stuff, and I realize that I am smart and I am not, and that makes it so where I'm like, there's a lot of dumb people out here.
there is a lot of dumb educated people. That's a good point.
I get
I think
I get in
it has-
arguments with educated people,
Yeah.
and then I'm like, why don't you get this?
Mhm.
You know, because like you're educated. Why don't you get this? You're supposed to understand what I'm saying right now. And then I realized, God, there's a lot of dumb educated people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's easy to cheat in college.
Yeah, I did in high school. I paid people to do my homework because I was in special ed. Like, what they expect of me. Oh. All right, so
Well, hey.
last words here for
Follow me on Instagram at Tony Mitch Comedy.
I've been abducted by aliens, and I'll tell you all about it on my podcast when it comes out. My name's Corey Finnegan, and I think I'm going to call my podcast Left Coast Leftovers. So
right.
watch for that.
All right, yeah, you can keep that cup there. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Next week, what's really happening? Probably, I think we'll have music. I think we'll have some live music, and I think we'll have a comedian too. Wait, did you say rap? Oh, we're wrapping it up. That was it. I was wrapping it up. Oh, it's me wrapping it up.
Is this your first episode?
It's me wrapping it up right here. All right.
I was telling Paul to wrap it.
Oh, he's doing that.
Seriously, was this the first episode?
No, this is the first episode of many. This is the first episode of many.
This is the first episode of the rest of your life.
Walk in, you're being introduced how to use a computer.
This is a.
No, usually Paul's here because I do the back, sit in the back and do the mic adjustment and all that shit. Paul does
Oh.
the stuff that Paul has told, so we don't.
Oh,
Oh wait, we.
yeah.
That's a secret. Oh
Well,
well.
I won't tell anyone.
Now the cat's out the bag.
Cat's out of the bag.
Everybody's gonna get it. except
Yeah.
me.
Yeah, I'm still waiting for it.
No, I'm not looking for it.
I've got it twice, actually. The first time I got it was before it was even named COVID. Before we knew
Somewhere
it was
around
here.
December or.
It was January.
The novel
January.
coronavirus?
I think we were in Iceland. And we came back from Iceland. I got real.
You wanna
fucking
take the
sick.
apple juice?
Couldn't figure it out.
the apple juice,
I think that was it.
Yeah. I got it in January 2020.
You want to get in?
Come on in here.
Who, me?
You're in the episode.
Ha-ha!
Standing off in the back. Stand in the corner.
Oh, all right.
All right, here, let's
Let's
get
go.
him in here. Come on.
Yeah.
gentlemen, good show.
Nice
Yeah.
to meet you.
Great to meet you, Anthony. What's your last name?
Mitchell.
Mitchell.
Mitchell, I'm Hens Singleton.
Are you on Instagram?
I've done work with you before.
Okay.
I just don't remember where, but
Yeah.
before the pandemic.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, we've worked